What's up, everybody? This is the Bowtie Boss here for Fight Combat Sports News. Today I'm recapping last night's great fight on HBO Boxing is Orlando Salido defeating Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, I had predicted that Salido was going to win this fight. I also said that I think there might be some kind of funny business as far as a fix going into it. And when I saw Salido come in overweight, I realized that he was absolutely not coming in to lay down in this fight at all, not coming in to take a payday and let this kid beat him. So on to the actual fight. You know, I thought I gave Lomachenko the first round just basically on his coming forward, and what it really seemed like to me is that Salido was taking a peek and seeing what exactly he has in front of him, and from there I think he just completely took the play away from Lomachenko and landed tons of power body shots. And the punch stats, you know, they're kind of deceiving, and Lampley and company kept on comparing, saying, oh, they're exactly the same right now in punch stats. Now, while they landed the same number of blows, Salido's punches, not just the ones landed, were much more telling to me, but he was hitting Lomachenko on the elbows, on the arms, on the gloves a ton. And then, you know, he was landing a ton on the hips, on the knee, and the balls. He was landing a ton of low blows. Now, onto the low blows, man. I know everybody wanted a point taken from Salido for the low blows. At the same time, they wanted a point taken from Lomachenko for all of that holding, man. It was a ton of holding there. And they're shitting on Larry Cole for this. And while I'm not defending, or nor will I ever defend Larry Cole, he kind of gave the impression to me that he unspokenly told both fighters, listen, if you guys are you're gonna punch low, you're not gonna stop holding, rather than cause a situation where I'm now deciding who wins and who loses this fight, I'm just gonna let you both do it. So long as you don't start doing the other one's game or whatever it may be, knock yourselves out. Sure enough, I mean, Salido landed tons of low blows, and look, if Lomachenko wasn't holding them, he probably would have doubled those low blow numbers. He might have even put Lomachenko down. Now, the thing I was most impressed about with Lomachenko was the fact that by the end of this fight, he was the fresher, stronger, you know, pressure fighter, and he was actually out there trying to make sure that he got this W, which shows a real professionalism on his part, and I really think that this kid's going to move on to be better. Now, the problem that I think I had with Lomachenko the most during this fight was his corner. And Bob Arum and Top Rank, I guarantee you, are going to have a conversation with this kid that says, next time you go out and you try this kind of thing, you're going to use a different trainer. His corner showed their inexperience. While Lomachenko looked like he was lost himself in the first couple of rounds, you know, it's up to that professional corner to snap him back into the fight, to show him how and why he's losing, or how and why he needs to get back into things. And they just had no answers. You know, come the 10th, 11th round, they should have been, you know, Papa Trinidad slapping him on his face and telling them, you need a knockout to win this thing. It's too close. You need at least several knockdowns, if not a knockout, at the very least. His corner was too calm, too composed. They didn't know how to control the referee either. You know, a solid professional corner, say, you know, would be all over that apron in between rounds, yelling at Cole, imploring him, take a point from this guy for these low blows, at least notice it. There's one point in the replay where Larry Cole's eyes open up when he flat out saw that punch straight, you know, about 7-8 inches low. So, you know, I had the fight 8 rounds to 4. You know, I don't really see the scorecard that came out in Loma's favor. I gave him the first, and then one in the middle, and then the 11th and 12th rounds. But this is a very solid fight. You know, where does Salido go from here? He's obviously got to go to 130. Where does Lomachenko go from here? You know, this kid's going to be a world champion within a year. I would love to see him and Rigondeaux fight, but, you know, I'm picking Rigondeaux in that fight when they do, unless Lomachenko figures out how this professional game works. You know, that 400 amateur bout career might have set him off in the wrong direction, and he's got a lot of learning to do. You know, that's really why they have pro fights before they take that chance at a nice grizzled veteran. Again, it's the Bowtie Boss here for Fight Combat Sports News.